Morning, my loves. It is daily vlog time. We really got just one thing to report about the house, and then I'm going to talk about HBCUs and my beautiful sorority, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, because today is our Founders Day. If you are a Zeta and you see this video, Z5 baby, Z motherfucking 5. 105 years looks good on us. You look good. You look blessed. Okay? All right. The only thing that's happening around the house is that school is going to start next week. And what I have noticed, which is a good thing and a bad thing, that the newness has kind of worn off. And so now the standard teenage carelessness is showing up. Not cleaning up behind yourself, leaving things in a disarray because you're just moving. Now it's like, fuck this. You know what I mean? I addressed it. Because I communicate for a living, and so I knew that the first time that I needed to communicate something, I would. The way I addressed it was very simple, like, hey, you're getting comfortable here, which I love. That lets me know that you see this place as your home, which it is. However, if you see this place as your home, I need you to remain respectful of it. That means pausing, making sure that whatever you walked into a room with, you walk out of with, how you found a room, you leave it. I am not a person who believes in day-to-day chores because I like to clean my own house. But if it gets to the point where I'm feeling like I'm cleaning up behind folks, then we got to start assigning chores, and I don't want that. He was like, yeah, no, I understand. I got you. I gave the feedback maybe a few days ago. I have not seen the same issue that I saw a few days ago. And so I'm going to say that we're good. He's a very receptive child and quick to make a adjustment, and that's really good for me because his daddy is not. And if he was not, it would be very difficult for me to remain in this space. I'm going to be very honest with you. So at least some of the folks involved are agreeable. God is good, all right? That's really all that's going on in the house. I am excited for next week. Like I said, I need normalcy. I need man on the way out the door, a few hours, kids on the way out the door, couple of hours, me by myself, everybody come back home. I can prepare for that. But where we at right now, because I don't like to hear noise when I'm working. Like when I'm working, like he's just like moving around the house. He's not doing nothing wrong. It's just my preference. My preference is I need my house to be silent when I'm working because I need to be able to work. So we're going to get that. But that's all that's going on in the house. Like I said, next week is going to be the week where we're going to have to pray. Because next week is going to be that first week of a real routine. You know what I mean? Like, you're not sleeping all day. You're not kind of coming and going as you please. Like, you're going to have to be in school the whole day. That's going to be exhausting. So we'll see how that works. And you know I'm going to keep y'all updated. But that's all that's it about the house. Let's move along because we got to make space today for me to talk about how happy and how wonderful it makes me to be a beautiful, lovely lady of Zeta Phi Beta. I am the first person in my family to go to college, to like go to a 4-year out-of-state college. My brother went to St. Xavier here in Chicago. And my mother, I believe she went to cosmetology school, and I think one of my sisters started cosmetology school, and both of my sisters went and got their basset for bartending. So my family is really a family of trades, and so me being the baby and deciding that I wanted to go to a 4-year institution out of state, an HBCU no less, was just completely left. But I have always been a little radical woman. Like, since I was a little girl, I did not let my family use words like nappy, ghetto, just like anything that I felt was like derogatory towards black people. Since I was born, I have loved my people. I truly believe that if you are a person who practices voodoo or hoodoo, I believe that the person who helped my mother bring me into this world, the Nigerian doctor that she always talked about when she tells the story of my birth, I believe that he practiced hoodoo. So I'll give you guys kind of the cliff notes of my birth story. But one vlog, I think probably tomorrow's vlog, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do shit today. Tomorrow's vlog, I'll really break down like my birth story. It's pretty insane. But the cliff notes of it is my mother had her tubes tied before she had me, and she had to get her tubes reversed, had multiple surgeries to have her tubes reversed, and basically a lot of other doctors was like, I'm not touching this lady. I don't think you can have no kid, and if you have a kid, that kid is going to have all the disabilities in the world. I'm a little kooky, but I don't have any disabilities to my knowledge. but a Nigerian doctor. And it's funny, at a time when my mother was very much so not welcoming to doctors that look like her. A Nigerian doctor helped my mother bring me into this world almost 34 years ago. And when she talks to me about the way he prayed and put his hands over her stomach, I believe that a lot of it was just like voodoo or hoodoo, depending on what you practice. The reason I say that is because there is a magic in me that I really can't explain. And every time when she first used to tell the story, and I was like a diehard Christian, then I was like, God must have had his hand on me. And as I moved away from Christianity and started to understand other forms of faith, I realized that it could have been a mixture of a lot of things, right? It could have been a mixture of the Christian God, and it could have also been a mixture of just like West African, traditional African religion, practice, hoodoo, voodoo, all of those things. I believe I'm made of magic. And so yes, I've decided that tomorrow's vlog will be giving y'all my birth story, because that story, in my opinion, is magical. It's the reason that I live a magical life, because I just feel like, ooh, I'm getting emotional, so I'm not going to tell y'all the story. But my mother almost lost her life leaving 5 kids without a mother. And the fact that I'm here, I want to show her and them how appreciative I am. But let's move on, because I was supposed to talk about college today. I'm going to talk about my birth story tomorrow. Don't worry. So I went to Alcorn State University in Lorman, Mississippi. Little bitty, small, beautiful HBCU. Alcorn made me fall in love with my blackness. Alcorn affirmed all the love that I had for my blackness. Alcorn gave me a voice. Alcorn made me stand tall. That's why on days like today, they're probably the only days that I truly find myself missing my former best friend, because I met her at Alcorn and she literally watched me come into my own. And the fact that I'm here and doing all the things that I've wanted to do, and I can't call her and be like, girl, or the fact that like I finally locked my hair and I'm not wearing faux locks anymore and she can't see them grow, like these are the only days that I really do miss her. And I hope wherever she is, she's doing well. But Alcorn State University gave me everything that I needed to affirm everything that I felt about myself and my blackness. And in my sophomore year at Alcorn, I decided to become a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Junior year, actually, sorry. I joined the sorority, first of all, because when you're at HBCU, you want to be a part of something, because everything is a sorority or fraternity. The band is a sorority or a fraternity. Any club that you're in is a sorority or fraternity. And I didn't do a lot of clubs because I was just like a super, super book nerd. Like I said, I was really enclosed. I was really like, I had all this magic inside of me. I had all this wildness inside of me. And I didn't see a place in the world where I belong. So I was nervous. The kindest people on campus to me, though, were the ladies of Zeta Phi Beta. And just naturally, blue was my favorite color, period. So I started to just kind of go to different events of different organizations, because I knew that I wanted to be a part of a sorority. I'm also like an opportunist at nature. I'll just be very honest about that. Like, I am an opportunist. And so I did a lot of like intellectual research on different sororities. The thing that stood out for me for Zeta Phi Beta is everybody else stood for sisterhood. Zeta Phi Beta, one of our things that we stand on, pillars that we stand on, is sisterly love. And I believe that there's a difference from sisterhood and sisterly love. I can look at somebody and go, that's just my sister. But if I have sisterly love for you, I hold you in a different regard. And being the kind of person that I am, that was the organization that I chose, because I felt like I don't want to just be in a sisterhood. I wanted to be somewhere where there was sisterly love, because for me there was a difference. And the Zeta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated welcomed me with open arms in spring 2012. I love being a Zeta. That very next semester, actually, I ended up going away to Morocco. And so that was super awesome. That was super fun. Being at an HBCU is like having a family reunion every day. Like, I love Alcorn. Fried chicken Wednesdays, fried fish Fridays, midnight breakfast, homecoming. I have not been to a homecoming in a very long time. But God, I'm praying this year is the year that I can go to homecoming and see my people. I suggest that any black person experiences life at a HBCU. it is unmatched how love you feel. It is unmatched how powerful you feel when the people that make your lesson plans, the people who run the organization, they look like you, they sound like you, and they're not just skin folk that don't sound like kinfolk. Like I've had professors knock on my door. Hey, what's going on with you? What you need? I've had people that used to go to the organization give me money to stay in the organization. I almost did not get my degree. My financial aid ran out. My family didn't have any other options. I wasn't able to get the things that I needed sometimes. Alcorn took care of me. I was a baby of that HBCU. That university took care of me. I owe that university as much of my degree as I owe my family because they took care of me. And that's what I believe is true about all HBCUs, is that they take care of their own. My sorority takes care of me, even though I am not financial. I'll be very honest about that. I am not a current financial member of the organization. If I travel and I get a jacket or something on, I always get little perks and things of that nature. It's just like being a part of a dope club for the rest of your life. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I love everything that I've ever experienced while being Greek. And I love everything that I've ever experienced while going to a HBCU. And I encourage any young person who is considering going to college to go to a historically black college or university, because it just feels, oh, it feels good, especially if you are a radical like myself, because at first I did not feel good about how proud I was of my blackness, but Alcorn helped me with that and Zeta helped me with that. That's about all, y'all. I'm not going, because I'll be here for 12 days a slave telling y'all how much I love being a student of HBCU, how much I love being a lady of Zeta Phi Beta. But I will spare you. Overall, do the things that you love. Do the things that you're drawn to. I was drawn to Alcorn. I was drawn to Alcorn. I was drawn to Zeta. And both of those things made me feel good. Everything in my life, I'll be honest, as I wrap up today, is things that literally I looked at and something in my spirit went, no, we should do that. And I followed it. My major, sociology. I became a sociology major in college because I couldn't take a sociology class in high school, and that made perfect sense to me, but I couldn't have thought of a better degree to have gotten. And so do the things that something in your body and your mind and your heart whispers, you should do that. Do those things, because usually those things are the thing for you, baby. I love y'all. I thank y'all so much for being here with me. I definitely appreciate y'all in so many ways. Follow me on one of the things that's all around here, because TikTok is about to leave us, but I am not going to leave you guys. I don't want you guys to leave me. Love you, love you, love you down. Happy Founders Day to all the Zeta ladies that see this vlog. Have a great day. Stay finer.